Ladies and gentlemen, this event, a one-fall match with a 30-minute time limit for the Universal Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first in the corner to my left, the challenger, the Western States Heritage title holder from Sweetwater, Texas, weighing in at 260 pounds, Barry Windham. And now, the Universal Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, 4 times All-American at the University of Oklahoma, from the state of Oklahoma, weighing in at 275 pounds, Steve Dr. Death Williams.
Well, Jim Ross, as we take a look at our UWF heavyweight title match, you think Dr. Death Steve Williams is thinking like the Sooners thought going into Nebraska? I'm going right in and take it right away.
Well, he certainly has to assert himself very quickly here against a great competitor like Barry Windham. These guys are great friends out of the ring, but they both made it very public that this is friendship ends at the bell. Dr. Death Steve Williams showing that tremendous strength. He's pressing him. Look at the strength of the doctor.
And Barry's 260, and Barry got away from it.
Pinning predicament, but Williams kicked out. Dr. Death, I think, wore that University of Oklahoma jersey to the ring, symbolic of being #1. They are the #1 college football team in America, and he considers himself the #1 athlete in professional wrestling. Windham trying to go behind Dr. Death. Remember, Williams, a 4-time amateur All-American at OU. Very well versed in that particular style of wrestling.
I think there was no doubt we have a chance to see right here one of the greatest scientific matches of all time, because you're talking about the quality of athletes. Move and counter move. Think one step ahead, and that's what they're doing.
A little stare down there.
Barry said, let's go back to the ring. That's where you get it on.
Well, it's going to be decided inside the squared circle, not out on the floor. Dr. Death Steve Williams with that belly-to-back suplex. He calls himself the wrestling machine.
Got him up and over. We talk about the power of Dr. Death. Take a look at some power from Barry Windham right there.
Windham certainly has the advantage in leverage as far as this contest is concerned, being 6'6", the big youngster from Sweetwater, Texas. And the biggest match of his career, the biggest match in Dr. Death's career, and you're seeing it live right here at Starrcade 87.
Once again, we're taking a look at a move, a counter move, and then a counter to that. Headlock. Belly to back suplex, the headlock remained. One step ahead.
Windham trying to free himself, but Dr. Death, like a pit bull, just holding on. Both men somewhat cautious thus far, Tony, wouldn't you say?
There's no doubt about it, and the reason is I'm sure they had to prepare maybe a little bit differently for this match, in a way. someone 6'5".
And Windham, surprisingly, and perhaps not, he's not moving in for the kill.
The fans wanting to also.
The referee making the count, but Windham stops the count. That's a great gesture of sportsmanship for Barry Windham. And you got to think that's his true colors are showing because the UWF Heavyweight Championship's on the line here. Dr. Death is really hurting, no doubt about it.
Still, one thing you got to think about, and it's got to happen regardless of the friendship and what this match means. These tempers are going to flare in this match.
Five minutes has elapsed in the time limit. 5 minutes elapsed.
Look at the doctor. He's really hurting. This may have a big effect the remainder of the match. Really in a lot of pain.
That particular move could certainly tell a big story in the outcome of this contest, because we're going to see if Williams can recuperate, maintain some momentum, and get his concentration back, because Windham now, you got to think Tony's going to go right for the kill and try to get a pin here.
Oh, great move. Windham right on top of his game here today.
Barry Windham, the Western States Heritage Champion and the only Western States champion that has ever been. And that's quite an accomplishment in itself. #1 contender to Dr. Death's world title.
Ooh. Windham tumbled over the top rope. Jim, that time he hit the apron, he hit the floor on his feet, but then staggered a little bit and went face first right on that table.
Windham now has met some misfortune, much like Dr. Death met earlier in the match, and Williams still feeling that particular blow. But Barry Windham now hurt and out on the concrete floor.
What we have seen so far here is that two men are getting hurt because of intensity, not because of tempers, not because of any feud, but because of intensity in the match.
Williams caught it coming right back in. Windham had no time to recover. Dr. Death caught him coming through the ropes for the 1, 2, 3.
So there it is. Dr. Death Steve Williams, as Windham went right over the top and hit the floor, retains the UWF heavyweight title. And here's once again what happened. At this time, Windham had already gone over the top, and he is really hurting, you can tell. And the doctor cradles him in. And that's it. Still the champion, Dr. Death Steve Williams.